4. How to identify stakeholders in a project. Identifying stakeholders is a critical step in project management and business analysis, because you can't manage or meet their needs if you don't know who they are. Here is how stakeholders can be identified in a project. 1. By reviewing project documentation. Below are the steps a business analyst may follow when reviewing project documents. Step 1. Collect all relevant documents. Examples: project charter, business case, contracts, scope statement, requirement documents, previous project reports. Step 2. Read for mentions of people, teams, or organizations. Look for sponsors, departments, external partners, vendors, or regulators. Step 3. Highlight any roles or titles mentioned by identifying responsibilities and accountabilities. Step 4. Check sections describing who is responsible for approvals, decisions, or deliverables. Note decision makers, project owners, and reviewers. Step 5. Look for stakeholder needs or requirements. Some documents explicitly mention expectations, success criteria, or performance metrics. Step 6. Create a preliminary stakeholder list. As you read, list all potential stakeholders and categorize them as internal or external. Step 7. Verify and update continuously. Project documentation may change. Keep the stakeholder list updated throughout the project lifecycle. Two. By brainstorming with the project team. Below are the steps a business analyst may follow when planning a brainstorming session with the project team. Step 1. Assemble the team by including people from different functions: project managers, business analysts, department leads, and key team members. Step 2. Define the objective by explaining that the goal is to identify all potential stakeholders and understand their influence or interest in the project. Step 3. Use a structured approach. Techniques like mind mapping, brainwriting, or round-robin discussion help generate ideas systematically. Step 4. Encourage open participation. Every team member should contribute ideas. No suggestion is too small or irrelevant. Step 5. List potential stakeholders by recording all individuals, teams, departments, or external organizations mentioned. Step 6. Categorize and prioritize. Once the list is complete, classify stakeholders as internal or external and note their influence or impact on the project. Step 7. Validate the list by cross-checking with project documentation or interview key stakeholders to ensure completeness. 3. By considering internal and external stakeholders. To consider internal and external stakeholders, you deliberately look inside and outside the organization to identify everyone who may affect or be affected by the project. Examples of such internal stakeholders: project sponsor, project manager, business analyst, team members, operations staff, etc. Examples of such external stakeholders: customers, vendors, suppliers, regulators, partners, local community, etc. For internal stakeholders, ask questions such as: which departments are involved in the project? Who makes decisions or approves resources? Who will use, support, or maintain the outcome? Who is responsible for delivery? For external stakeholders, ask questions such as: who outside the organization is affected by the project? Who provides goods or services to the project? Are there regulators or government bodies involved? Are customers, partners, or the public impacted? After identifying the internal and external stakeholders. 1. Create a stakeholder list. 2. Label each stakeholder as internal or external. 3. Review the list with the project team or sponsor to ensure no key stakeholders are missed. 4. By analyzing business processes and impact areas. The following are the steps a business analyst may need to follow when analyzing business processes and impact areas. This is to identify who interacts with the system, process, or product affected by the project. Step 1. Identify the current as-is process by documenting how the work is currently done by using simple tools like process maps or flowcharts. Step 2. Identify the future to-be process by understanding how the process will change after the project is delivered. Note new steps, removed steps, or changed responsibilities. Step 3. Identify impact areas by asking questions such as: which departments or teams are affected? Which roles will change? What systems, tools, or data will be impacted? Are there external parties affected? Step 4. Determine the level of impact. High impact. Major changes to roles, systems, or workflows. Medium impact. Some changes or additional tasks. Low impact. Minimal or indirect changes. Step 5. Identify affected stakeholders. For each impacted process or area, identify who performs the work, who manages it, and who depends on the outcome. Step 6. Document and validate by recording the impacted processes and stakeholders and validate findings with process owners or subject matter experts, SMEs. Five. By interviewing key individuals. Talk to project sponsors, managers, or team leads to uncover stakeholders you may have missed. The following are the steps a business analyst may need to follow when planning an interview with key individuals. Step 1. Identify who to interview. Project sponsor. Project manager. Process owners. Subject matter experts, SMEs. Team leads, etc. Step 2. Prepare before the interview by reviewing project documents. Define the purpose of the interview. Prepare open-ended questions. Step 3. Ask the right questions. Examples include: who will be affected by this project? Who makes key decisions or approvals? Which teams or external parties are involved? What concerns or expectations do stakeholders have? Step 4. Listen actively and allow the interviewee to speak freely by asking follow-up questions to clarify responses, and take clear notes. Step 5. Document findings. Record identified stakeholders, their roles, influence, and concerns. Note any risks or dependencies mentioned. Step 6. Validate and follow up by confirming key points with the interviewee. Follow up if new stakeholders are identified. 6. By using stakeholder mapping techniques. Tools like RACI charts, stakeholder matrices, or influence or interest grids can help visualize who the stakeholders are and their level of impact or influence. Below are the steps a business analyst may follow when using stakeholder mapping techniques. Step 1. List all identified stakeholders by gathering stakeholders identified from documents, brainstorming, and interviews. Step 2. Choose a mapping technique. Common techniques include power, interest matrix, or influence impact matrix, or RACI matrix or stakeholder onion diagram. Step 3. Define assessment criteria, which could be level of influence or power, or level of interest in the project or degree of impact. Step 4. Plot stakeholders by placing each stakeholder in the appropriate position on the matrix or diagram. Step 5. Analyze the results by identifying key stakeholders who require close management and determine which stakeholders need regular updates or minimal communication. Step 6. Plan engagement and communication using the following. When a stakeholder have 1. High power and high interest. Manage the stakeholder closely. 2. High power and low interest. Keep the stakeholder satisfied. 3. Low power and high interest. Keep the stakeholder informed. And 4. Low power and low interest. Just monitor the stakeholder. Please pause the video and take a moment to reflect on what you've learned so far about stakeholders. Has this content been useful so far? If so, give us a thumbs up in the comment section.